They can. I know. It's just everyone was talking. Okay. Okay. Right. Do the video.
In 1999, Danny Perna opened Epic Flight Academy's doors with a pre-owned Cessna 152 Piston, his certified flight instructor license, and his A&B certification. Over the next 25 years, Danny has grown Epic alongside key staff members, one of the most influential being Josh Rollins. Danny hired Josh as a teenager, and Josh began his career sweeping hangars and doing any job that needed to be done. As Josh recognized Epic's culture of excellence in aviation maintenance, he began an apprenticeship under Epic's A&P mechanics, where he trained and honed his skills. Under their guidance, he earned his A&P and inspection certification, and eventually became the director of maintenance at Epic Flight Academy, as well as Epic's COO. Josh and Danny recognized the growing need for well-trained aircraft mechanics. Flight students, flight instructors, and airline pilots cannot do their jobs safely without first having a team of experienced aircraft mechanics ensuring the aircraft is fit for flying. Now, as Epic's Aircraft Mechanic Program Director, Josh Rollins has made it his mission to provide a stellar Part 147 program for the next generation of aspiring airframe and power plant mechanics. Epic's first aircraft mechanics school opened in New Smyrna Beach in 2020, and its graduates are working at Textron Aviation, Delta Airlines, Pratt& and Whitney, Embry-Riddle, Piedmont Airlines, Spirit Airlines, United Airlines, Frontier Airlines, and many others, including Epic Flight Academy. Now, Epic Flight Academy is thrilled to present new training opportunities for aircraft mechanics at the Northern Kentucky Cincinnati International Airport. The need for FAA certified aircraft mechanics is high, and CVG is the perfect location for students to launch new careers. In an area with so many established airlines and companies presenting the opportunity to hire highly qualified aircraft mechanics, the future for Epic CVG students is bright. Epic students graduate with the knowledge and skill to excel in their mechanic careers. Training at an airport provides our students with the opportunity to acquire hands-on knowledge and skills. Epic students work firsthand with A&Ps conducting inspections, making repairs, and doing preventative maintenance. We not only hire our flight school graduates to become instructors in the flight school, we also hire graduates from our aircraft maintenance school to work on our planes and teach in our schools. We do this because we know our students are trained to the highest standards and meet all FAA requirements. We thank our friends at the CVG Airport for accommodating Epic at this bustling aviation hub. We also thank our colleagues at Theme Aero for a strong partnership as we collaborate to bring Part 147 training to this new location. We also want to acknowledge the many Epic team members who joined Danny and Josh in making this location a reality. John Luck, Don Clark, Steve Harlack, Kathy Bricker, Tommy Catallo, and all the Epic Flight Academy staff who have devoted themselves to getting Epic's CVG campus up and running. Most importantly, we want to acknowledge Josh Rollins for his leadership in recognizing the importance of aircraft mechanics, and founder Danny Perna for making his vision a reality as thousands of Epic pilots and aircraft mechanics embark on aviation careers around the world.
Good morning, everyone. There was a clip missing out of that video, I gotta admit. There was actually a section on when they got to all the employers that a lot of our employees, of course, are working at Theme Aero, and there was a section on it, and I don't know how it got left out, and I apologize, guys. But good morning. Thank you all for coming out and celebrating with us the opening of our new aircraft mechanic location. When we first started setting all this up the other day, we've been moving so fast and not really looking at dates or anything, but we look back at the pictures of the ribbon cutting and realized that our ribbon cutting was on April 17th, 2023. On April 15th, 2024, the first students sat down in the classroom in this building. So in 2 days, less than a year, we were able to get the building put up, build all of this equipment. None of this equipment was even thought of at that point. So it was a major process to take on in less than a year. This is not just a new location for Epic, but a new school for CVG Airport in the great state of Kentucky. With this school and our partnership with Theme, we're going to be able to do something innovative in this industry. We're going to be able to do something different. Our students will be able to go to school while simultaneously being able to observe real-world maintenance on heavy aircraft. I'm going to talk more about that in a little bit, but right now, while we're talking about doing things different, I want to tell you how Kentucky does things different. I remember when we first came here for a meeting at CVG office to spin this idea of having an aircraft mechanic school here at the airport. Now, mind you, this is the first time I'd ever been to CVG. It was myself, our CEO, Danny, and completely blown away. How big Amazon's footprint was here, how large DHL was, and to see both of them growing. Not only our partners, Theme, over doubling the size of their facility here. They were just getting ready for the ribbon cutting at that time. So we sit down in the airport office with Theme and Candace and her whole team. We start talking about this idea of bringing the school here. Well, then Candace hears the idea, and Candace completely lights up. She was so ready to help make this happen. Her entire team jumped on board. The emails started flying to get things moving. We can't thank Candace and her team enough for all the support they have given and continue to give us. So thank you very much, Candace. And I honestly think at that point, if we would have decided, if I would have walked in and said, hey, you know what, we're not going to do this, she probably would have grabbed me by the collar and yanked me across the street and said, nah, Josh, you're going to finish this. But not long after that meeting, we attended Theme's ribbon cutting for their brand new building when it was just starting, and mention was made of this new school that was possibly coming. Well, then it felt like the entire state of Kentucky lit up. The support, the calls started pouring in. But the very first call I got when I got home was from Secretary Jamie Link, who is also here with us today. He was offering his full support on whatever we needed to help make this happen. We'd like to thank Secretary Link and his entire team who reached out immediately and continued their support for the school. Now, without further ado, I'd like to introduce someone who I feel is one of our biggest fans and one of the most determined people I have ever met, Candace McGraw.
Well, good morning. Oh, no hot mic moments. Good morning. Isn't this epic? Isn't this fabulous? So I first want to start by thanking Danny and Josh for making this incredible vision a reality. It was only a little over a year ago, maybe 18 months ago, when they walked into the office, and you're right, I did light up, and my whole team lit up. Because I think the only thing that would ever hold CVG back from realizing its fullest potential is lack of workforce, trained workforce. And that's where these gentlemen came in and saw a vision on how we can keep this tremendous ecosystem going. I do want to thank Fred and Cam Murphy of the Theme team who brought Danny and Josh to us, introduced us. And it's great when you have wonderful partners who collaborate and see a vision. You know, we were talking before this event. Here at CVG, we don't operate of an attitude of scarcity. We operate from an attitude of abundance. And our goal is to try to figure out how to keep growing the pie. How do you keep expanding this field to train people to get into this marvelous field of aviation? So I thank the team at Epic for making this vision a reality. And training the next individuals to work on our campus, because I know each and every one of them will be employed well before they graduate. So thank you for doing this, gentlemen. Truly appreciate it. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you Secretary of Education and Workforce, or as I was calling him, the Grand Poobah of Kentucky Workforce, Jamie Link.
Good morning. Wow. Had no idea of the magnitude of this, but I did realize the importance of this to the Commonwealth of Kentucky. And I'd like to congratulate all of you for the opening of this new facility and the benefits it's going to bring not only to Northern Kentucky, but the entire Commonwealth of Kentucky for years to come. My name is Jamie Link. I'm the Secretary of the Education and Labor Cabinet, and I'm honored to be here with you today to celebrate this special day. First, I want to congratulate the Academy and its leadership on this new facility. It's certainly something to be proud of, and I look forward to seeing it serve students for many years to come. I'll be brief with my remarks, but one thing I want to touch upon is partnerships and how important that is. So I'll touch on a little bit of the significance of those in the Cabinet's perspective. Our Cabinet works every day with workforce partners across the state to build a strong, adaptable workforce to meet ever-changing market conditions. We work with employers to find the talent they need, and we work to open career pathways for Kentuckians to help them gain the skills they need to secure a good-paying career for themselves and their families. Governor Andy Beshear, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman have made education, training, and workforce development top priorities since day one of their administration. And the Education and Labor Cabinet will continue working to build a Kentucky where everyone can reach his or her full potential and participate in the historic economic prosperity we're experiencing. An estimated 2,000 job openings were available in Kentucky's aviation sector in February of this year, with more jobs certainly to come. The governor was at CVG just a few weeks ago to join FEAM Aero at the grand opening of the new $45 million hangar, where the company is nearly doubling the size of its existing workforce. FEAM Aero's investment comes at a critical time of passenger and cargo growth at CVG. In 2023, the airport experienced a 15% increase in passenger volume over 2022 and is the fastest growing cargo airport in the world, ranking as the 6th largest in North America. Kentucky's aviation industry is made up of over 400 businesses, ranging from small aviation companies to large multinational logistics operations, paving the way to a more interconnected global economy. Providing training and securing opportunities for Kentuckians to enter aviation career pathways is important for continued growth of the industry. Moreover, the Commonwealth's commitment to supporting aviation workforce initiatives is evident in its investment in infrastructure, research, and development. By modernizing airports, expanding training facilities, and promoting research in aerospace technology, the state is laying the groundwork for a robust aviation industry for decades to come. As the global demand for air travel and shipping continues to grow, and I order from Amazon about every single day, so will the demand for more aircraft pilots, mechanics, and other industry professionals. The Commonwealth is fortunate to have one of the only 2 Epic Aircraft Mechanics schools right here in Northern Kentucky. This facility will provide students with the knowledge, skills, and experience they will need to excel in aviation roles for years to come. And best of all, it only takes 19 months to become an aviation maintenance technician or aircraft mechanic. In today's rapidly evolving aviation industry, the demand for skilled professionals is soaring higher than ever. Kentucky recognizes this demand and has taken proactive steps to bolster our aviation workforce initiatives through strategic partnerships with institutions like EPIC. Last year, Kentucky secured a $500,000 aircraft pilot workforce development grant from the Federal Aviation Administration to create a curriculum to prepare high school students and young adults for professional careers in the aviation industry, including classroom and work-based learning opportunities. The Kentucky Department of Aviation, the Department of Education, the AOPA Foundation Incorporated collaborated with the Education and Labor Cabinet to develop the Aviation Job Experience and Career Preparation Curriculum, a new free career program for youth workforce development at high schools across Kentucky. This comprehensive one-semester program is designed to help prepare Kentucky youth to become airline pilots, commercial drone operators, aerospace engineers, as well as other aerospace career professionals. This program will help our young people bridge that transition from high school to high-demand careers in the aviation industry so they can earn a good living while filling critical positions in our workforce. This free aviation career preparation curriculum also includes a teacher-trainer component as well as professional development opportunities that will prepare students for workforce experiences. It also helps schools and businesses document and evaluate student performance in registered apprenticeships, internships, and other work-based learning programs. By embracing innovation, diversity, and excellence every step of the way, we can climb to new heights as we work together to ensure Kentucky's aviation workforce initiatives continue to play a crucial role in shaping the landscape of aviation in the Commonwealth. To all who are part of this inaugural class, I wish you great success in the next chapter of your career. Thank you again for having me, and good luck with everything. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Secretary Link. Thank you, Candace. The type of leadership and example you both set in this community is unbelievable. I'll give just a few examples of it. Typically, when we come into an area, we start reaching out to schools and starting to let them know that we're there and try and see what we can do to get our foot into the door to talk to the students and let them know that what options they have with us. And sometimes it's really not that easy. Well, that wasn't the case when we came here. Principals, teachers, members of all types of organizations started reaching out to us, letting us know the different things they had going on. That way we could help get in front of their students and let them know the opportunity that we were providing in the area. You honestly feel the passion here, it's incredible. Another example is when we started looking for space up here in the area, there was this CRJ jet sitting out on the ramp. And it looks like it had been sitting there for a while and it wasn't being used, so we started asking about it. Well, again, the emails start flying. The next thing we know, it's ours. For the students to bring here and be able to train on. Problem was, we spent a lot of money building this big, beautiful fence around our building, and the airplane weighed 30,000 pounds, and how are we going to get from one side of the fence to the other? Well, FEME steps up. They have this incredible recovery team that they bring in. They figure out how to strap this thing up. They get it lifted up using 2 cranes, get it spun over the fence, and set it back down. CVG gets all the paperwork we need put together, and then our neighbors Wheels Up, they help us every step of the way. This is how an entire community works together. And this last one really warmed my heart. So the first day of school, on the 15th, the students come to school, and some of the students are standing out front on their first break. The CVG Airport Police stop by just to pop in and make sure that everything's okay and wish the students standing out there the best of luck in school. It's an incredible feeling. It really is Team Kentucky. So before we do the ribbon cutting and open the school up, I want to tell you guys a little bit more about what we're going to do here. The building you're standing in is just over 32,000 square feet. Contains 10 classrooms, a student library, shop space that you're standing in, and it will eventually have an FAA testing center on site. When the school is full, we'll have 250 students on site, along with a dozen instructors and support staff for those instructors. We'll take students from zero experience to an A&P in 18 to 19 months. Our goal is not just to push students through to pass the test. Our goal is to create knowledgeable mechanics that are ready to go into the work industry, and hopefully many of them right here at home. But one of the unique things about the school is our partnership with FEAM. Our students will be able to go to FEAM while they're doing work on heavy aircraft and witness this happening, and some of them even be able to work there while they're in school. This is an opportunity that a lot of schools don't have. As you can imagine, it's hard enough getting a CRJ 200 over the fence, but to have a 747 sitting out back is nearly impossible. And I spent my career in general aviation, so for me, the first time walking into FEAM and walking up to a 747 from ground level is extremely impressive and very overwhelming. So all I can imagine for students that are coming out of school for the first time, walking into a new job and then walking up to that's a lot to take in at once. But for our students to be able to experience that while they're in school is something truly unique. If we have students that are working on landing gear while they're in class and we hear FEAM is pulling a landing gear out, the students can actually leave class and walk just about over to FEAM and see this happening. Our engine students can walk over and watch engines being pulled off of the airplane. It's a really cool thing for our students. Oop, I lost it. We're gone. Lost a battery. Oop, I'm back. I can't tell you the team effort it's taken to be able to get to be standing here today. From our partners with FEAM and this helping us get in contact with the right people, helping us find components, trainers, even whole jet engines. So for those of you who don't know, it's 7 o'clock this morning. One of our people, John Luck, was here this morning taking delivery of a jet engine that actually came from FEAM in Miami and getting it offloaded. It took a lot to get it here, and it got here just in time, but it got here. Thank you guys very much. Thank you for everything. Again, for Candace and her team at CVG, always making things happen. You guys rock. Secretary Link and his entire team, along with all of our elected officials that are here today, many others who could not make it and have offered their continued support to make this happen. Thank you so much. We would like to thank Cincinnati Commercial Contracting. I'm messing this up for you guys. Cincinnati Commercial Contracting and their team for keeping the building on track and getting it done, not just on time, but ahead of schedule. And believe me, there were hurdles. It's been a true pleasure working with you. Also, a special thanks to the huge team effort of our new instructors here, getting everything ready for the new school, sometimes donating their own time on the weekends. The entire Epic team who had a part in this along the way, especially people like John Luck, Tanya Catallo, John Clark, who came up here and put in countless hours getting everything ready to make the school happen. I would also like to thank Mike Stanowich, who volunteered so much of his own time traveling up here, working long days, building equipment, and getting everything together for the big day. Even my own mother was up here pulling weeds 2 days ago, so welcome to the Epic team, Mom. Thank you, Team Epic. Last but certainly not least, I'd like to thank our next generation of mechanics and our inaugural class for putting your faith in us to help you meet your goals. We all look forward to what you can do. Thank you. I don't know what to do next. Where's the ribbon?
So if we can have FEAM, Fred, Cam, Candace, Jamie, Link.
If we can get Fred, Cam, Candace, Secretary Link, Tammy, John up here. We'd like to do our ribbon cutting.
Hey everyone, please feel welcome. We're gonna open up the school, take a tour, look around, meet some of our students and our staff, and check out what we got out back. Oh, also we have a ribbon over here for opportunities for pictures. We're gonna move the backdrop over there as well.
We gotta move that.